Pour the roast, let's talk about the day. Laughing even if it goes astray.
Welcome to...
Well, I thought it was funny!
Good morning, folks. Time is 11:09 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 22nd of March, 2026. And, of course, that's the 23rd for our time-traveling friends down south on the other side of the world. You know, those folks in Australia. Big hello to everybody around the world. Big hello to the folks in the city with the most group members worldwide. That city being Melbourne, Australia, also known as Melbourne, Australia, to folks like me who didn't know how to say it. You know, I hope you're all doing fantastic today. Not just the folks in Australia, every single one of you. I hope you're just having a great day. I hope you had a great week. It is Sunday here, and of course, Monday for those folks in Melbourne. Oh, my friends, I'm Lee. I'm the guy who started this community of ours. I call it a community because we actually have two Facebook groups, both called Well, I Thought It Was Funny. One of them has a comma after the well, the other one doesn't. Together, they are about 930,000 members. One by itself is 918,000 members. That's incredible, my friends. And that's more people than many cities have population, right? So I do like to call us the funniest city on the internet population. Us, funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. Cheers, folks. Cheers to you. Cheers to us. Cheers to being the funniest city on the planet. Well, I hope you're all doing fantastic today. I really do. I want to know about your days. I would love it if you folks would let me know what's happening. Maybe you can take a moment, drop a comment on this video, just letting you know how you're doing. As little as that, and even less, if you want to do less, you can just maybe click that reaction button, the thumbs up, the happy face, the heart, whatever it might be. It lets me know that you're watching, my friends. And if you want to share more, that would be incredible. I would love it if you shared photos. You can share those as a comment, or videos. You can send those via email to admin@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if I can, I'm going to share it. I would love to learn a little bit about you. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know what makes you laugh, my friends. I want to see your pets. We've got a dare out there that's still standing. The triple dog, triple cat, triple hog, triple frog, triple bat, triple whatever animal you might have. Dare you to send some photos of your pets. That would be fantastic. And that goes for your plants too. I mean, if you've got a decent Diefenbach, an incredible rhododendron, whatever it might be, I would love to see your plants too. Come on, folks, share a little bit about yourselves. Let's make the funniest city on the internet the friendliest city on the internet. Please. Well, folks, you can probably tell by my voice, I am not feeling good today. Like, I woke up with a sore throat. In fact, I went to bed with a sore throat last night. And it's a little tough to talk right now. If I could describe the sensation, and it's not this, but it feels similar to this. Have you ever drank a really hot beverage, a beverage that was too hot, and it felt like you kind of burnt your throat? It kind of feels like that, even though I didn't do that. So that's what's happening today. That's why I've got this stupid gravelly voice. And it's not going to be a very long video, but I do have some things to share. You folks have some things to share is what I should say. But I will say, I'll tell you what I did yesterday, actually. Yesterday, Wendy and I went out for a fantastic meal. We went to the Cactus Club here in Calgary, which is a great restaurant. I believe they're originally out of British Columbia, which is part of Canada, not Britain or Columbia. And great steaks. I had with the steak frites, which is steak and French fries, and very good, awesome, always good. Wendy had the same thing too, and then we shared dessert, which was a chocolate lava cake, which made me write one of today's jokes. Stay for the jokes, and you know what I'm talking about, and a preemptive apology to Rose Glad for that joke. She'll know which one it is right away. But yeah, just an incredible meal. But while I was at the meal, I was drinking. I had a Coke Zero or whatever, a Pepsi Zero. I had a soda, and I was drinking it, and the bubbles were making my throat a little sore, and I started coughing a little bit, and it just got worse. So that's why I sound like this morning. That's why I may not seem like I have a lot of enthusiasm for today's video. I do. I just can't show it because I don't have the energy. But I do think it's good to show up for you folks, because you folks show up every day for me in our group. So that's what's happening with me today, folks. Now, I did spend some time yesterday. I created something I'm trying to do every week for our music group, which I've created, which is called Well, It Sounds Good to Me. It's got a cow with headphones. It's not Dorothy, but it's a similar looking cow. And I would love it if you went over there. If you like good music and want to share good music, I would love it if you went over there and joined. There's going to be a link, I hope, in the notes, if I remember. But anyways, I did make this video, and we do need some filler this morning because, unfortunately, as I said, I'm not feeling good. I'm not going to have a lot of content. So I'm going to play, this is the top 10 hits from 40 years ago today. This is North American charts, of course, and a little bit of trivia about what's happening in entertainment news. So we're going to play that right now.
Hey kids, it's Catfish Man here. Welcome back to Rewind the Radio, the 40-year countdown. Today we are turning that dial back 40 years to the week of March 22nd, 1986. But before we get to the music, let's set the stage and look at what else was happening this week in 86. At the box office, Police Academy 3, Back in Training, just opened and took the #1 spot for the weekend, knocking Michael Keaton's Gung Ho down to #2. While John Hughes' teen classic Pretty in Pink was sitting comfortably at #3. Meanwhile, Hollywood was gearing up for the 58th Academy Awards, where Out of Africa was about to sweep the stage and take home Best Picture. And in the business world, a little computer company named Microsoft had just gone public with its IPO. Now that we're back into the 1986 mindset, let's get right back into the music. We have another brand new #1 and some absolute legends crashing the top 10. Now let's count it down. Kicking us off at #10, Prince and the Revolution crash into the top tier with the unforgettable Kiss.
Don't have to be rich to be my girl.
Making their way to #9, it's In Excess with their very first American top 10 hit, What You Need.
This is what I need, give me what I need.
Moving up to #8, we have the Thompson Twins with King for a Day.
I was king for just
Holding steady at #7, it's Elton John with Nikita.
Nikita, I need you so.
Dropping down to #6 this week, it's former #1 Kyra by Mr. Moving on up to #5, it's John Cougar Mellencamp with ROCK in the USA.
R-O-C-K in the USA.
Climbing fast at #4, it's Falco with Rock Me On My Dais. Slipping into #3, it's Atlantic Star with Secret Lovers.
Secret lovers.
Dropping from the top spot to #2, it's Starship with Sarah. Between you and me, folks, I can't wait for Sarah to be out of the top 10. I can't stand that song. And taking the crown this week at #1, it is Heart with These Dreams, featuring Nancy Wilson on lead vocals for the very first time.
These dreams go on.
And that wraps up the top 10 for March 22nd, 1986. Which of these tracks was your absolute jam? Let me know in the comments. If you want more of these throwback countdowns, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you enjoy this content and want to buy me a cup of coffee, you can drop a few bucks in the tip jar at donate.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. See you next week, folks.
Thank you for humoring me with that. I think it's fun. It's something I want to do. I wish I could make the clips longer, but when I do that, I get copyright notices, which sucks. But it's a fun little music site we've got going there. I like making these little videos, although they take a lot of work, you know. So do these videos too, but that one is much shorter and more intense. That's what I did yesterday. Today I was supposed to work, and I love my job. I work for CSEC, which I work for the Calgary Flames organization, and it's a Calgary Flames game today, and I wanted to be there, and I hate missing it. I guess there's no way at all I could be there today, like this. So sorry, bosses, if anyone of you watching there. I really am sorry, but I haven't got. I mean, you know what I'm doing after I make this video? Something I never do. I'm gonna go lay down and have a nap. I'm not even. I slept okay last night. I just feel rough right now. So listen, woe is me, right? Like, well, play the violins. I apologize, folks. Just feel a little rough today. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm gonna be okay. It's just a little sore throat and a bit of a cough. So that's what's happening. Drag us all down like that. I apologize, folks. You know, I do ask every day or every video I put out for you folks to share, and some of you do. My mom shared a photo wishing us, everybody, a happy first day of spring, and she shared a photo of her walk with Rufus. Beautiful, fantastic golden doodle. He's like the nicest dog. I call him my adopted brother. Here's a photo and just showing the snow. So it was happy first day of spring from Rockland, Ontario. Look how much snow they have, eh? And look how cute my adopted brother Rufus is. Oh, he's such a good boy. He's a great companion for my mom too. Thanks for sharing that, Mom, and hope you folks get a bit more spring soon. We were looking fantastic here, and then we just got snow. A big chunk of the day yesterday was snow, so uh, we've got snow again, but it'll be gone soon. And where I live, it's very dry in the summer, so we actually need that snowpack in the mountains. We're not far from the mountains, or else we suffer from drought. So this snow is actually a good thing, despite the fact that I am ready for spring. Right? I got to be practical and look at the reality of it. This snow is not bad for us. You folks don't need that as bad down east, like where my mom is. Because you have lakes and that. You're in the Canadian Shield, which means you have a lot more surface water. But this is not a geography or geology video, so, so I apologize. Thank you, Mom, so very much for sharing that. I love you, Mom. Give Rufus my love. And yes, and sorry, folks. And Rose Glad shared her latest painting. Rose Glad usually paints on Thursdays. It's her traditional painting day. And this Thursday was no different. And she painted a beautiful painting of a whale with a calf. Let me bring that up right now. Gorgeous, Rose. I love the colors of the flow. I love your painting, Rose. Rose is a great painter. She's a great knitter. She's a great artist all around. And she's a fantastic pet owner with two beautiful dogs, both rescues. And, once again, I apologize for the joke that I'm going to be telling in a minute or two. Thanks, Rose. Thanks, Mom. Oh, and Michelle Finnerty. I'm sorry, Michelle. I almost forgot. I apologize. Michelle Finnerty shared a photo. So not much going on, but she did find a heart-shaped rock in her driveway. These hearts that Michelle finds out and about have a special meaning for her, and she finds them, and she's a great photographer too. She takes great photos, and this is another great picture. Thank you so very much, Michelle. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Rose. Thank you to all of you folks for everything, for making this group the funniest city on the internet. And to celebrate that, let's get to our featured posts. What are the featured posts? If you haven't watched these before, it's just a couple of memes that made me laugh from folks like you. Now, I've got two memes today. I've got one from Lizzie Grin, one of our top posters, and I got another one from Sue Ocheski, one of our top posters. Both of these folks share a lot of great stuff here, and today is no different. So let me bring up these posts. The first one will be from Lizzie Grin, starting right here. Yeah, that's me, no doubt. Lizzie, you're hilarious. I appreciate this. Thank you. Okay, next one is from Sue Ocheski. Oh my God. Okay, for me it was more the image, right? But I mean, it's just a funny meme all around. So thank you, Sue. Thank you, Lizzie. And folks, thank you to you. Thank you for everything you share here. Thanks for making us the funniest city on the internet. You freaking rock. And you know, I think you folks deserve maybe some bad jokes. I was at a restaurant in Hawaii when I ordered the lava cake. We had to abandon the place immediately. Main Street archaeology doesn't exist anymore. It's all underground. When life gives you melons, you might be dyslexic. Well, my cat was just arrested for littering. Penguin walks into an airport when the security guard stops and says, "Sorry, buddy, penguins can't fly." I sure hope one or two of those made you laugh, my friends. I have to apologize for my lack of excitement this morning. I'm just not feeling good. I did my best, but I have a sore throat. But I do have to thank somebody for one of these jokes this morning. I gotta thank Demos420 on YouTube for the joke about my cat getting arrested for littering. Thank you so very much. I wrote one of the jokes today. That was that horrible joke about ordering a lava cake in Hawaii. Sorry, Roseglad. And then the other jokes, I'm not even sure where they came from, my friends. If you know where they came from, leave a comment on today's video telling me. And while you're leaving that comment on today's video, why don't you drop a couple jokes in there for me to tell? I would love to tell your jokes, my friends. Or you can send your jokes via email to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes, folks. And you know, I'm out here 4 days a week with a fresh batch of these jokes for you, my friends. And if they are bringing you some pleasure and you'd like to show your appreciation, please consider dropping a couple of bucks in our tip jar at donate.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can help us keep the lights on, keep that joke machine rolling, and keep that cow fed, my friends. But you know what the most important thing to me is? That you keep laughing. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Thanks for sitting through this video, my friends. I apologize for the lack of energy. I'm going to try to do better on Wednesday. Or, sorry, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I do a video on Monday. I don't even know what day it is, folks. But before we go, I do want to, once again, thank you for making us the funniest city on the internet. Thank you for making us so freaking successful. And thank you for making so many people laugh out there. I mean, you're making the world a bit better every day when you make people laugh. And we have more than 1,500,000 people come here every day, visitors. That's not members, that's visitors. We have about 930,000 members, but over 1,500,000 folks on average come here every day looking for something to make them laugh, and they find it because of you. You rock, absolutely rock. Folks, once again, I'm going to try to be here again tomorrow. I'm going to do my darndest. I am so glad that you were here today. Hopefully you're here tomorrow too, and you know what I want you to do? I want you to keep laughing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.